Are you busy being a senior? Busy being a senior, Brooklyn? Puedes adivinar, can you guess, la temperatura promedia en la luna durante el día? Yay, Jamarion's purple today. Everybody's purple today. My background is purple. Jamarion's light is purple. Brooke has on a purple shirt. Everybody's purple today. 'Tis the day. Puedes adivinar la temperatura promedia en la luna durante el día. So do you think the moon is hot? Do you think the moon is cold? What do you think the average temperature is during the day? What's your guess, you guys? Pop it in the chat or unmute. No Googling, it's just for fun. Make a guess. Good morning, Arshad. Arshad, ¿puedes adivinar la temperatura promedia en la luna durante el día, during the day? So we have a couple of guesses, like 40 degrees, maybe -50, right? That would be pretty cold, -50. What's your guess, Arshad? During the day, what do you think the temperature, average temperature is on the moon? During the day. What do you think? So you all probably know better than I do. You know, we have on Earth, right? We have that protective layer around the Earth's atmosphere. Do y'all remember what it's called? Like that layer that protects us from the sun. What do we call that? Y'all remember? Starts with an O. Do y'all remember what that is? Well, we sit in an orbit. Yeah, but we have around Earth, we have like a protective layer that protects us from the sun's rays. Does anybody know what that's called? Yeah, Arshad, muy bien. The ozone layer is what it's called, right? The ozone layer. And for decades, they've talked about how we've got a hole in the ozone layer, and that's why the Earth is heating up and stuff like that, because it's that layer that protects us from the sun. Okay. It's also that layer that, like, when they talk about greenhouse gases, like when we emit, factories emit certain things or whatever, the ozone layer actually like traps it in to the Earth's atmosphere and raises our temperature, et cetera, et cetera. However, we don't have one of those on the moon. Okay, there is no protective layer. Good morning, Marlacia. right, around the moon, to protect it like from the sun and other stuff, right? So check this out. During the day, the average temperature on the moon reaches 224 degrees during the day. Again, there's nothing to protect it from the sun, right? So 224 degrees during the day. And at the equator, like the middle point. And at night, once again, because there's nothing to hold that heat in, so the heat escapes, right? So at night, it's like negative 200 degrees cold at night, right? Negative 200 degrees at night on average. So it's extreme, again, because there's no layer, right, to protect it from the sun or from anything else. Nothing to hold in the heat, nothing to keep out the heat, whatever. So very hot during the day and very cold at night, right? So like 200 degrees during the day and then negative 200 degrees at night. That's kind of a crazy thing, okay? All right, bueno, it's kind of interesting for me personally, I think, to sort of put space in context, you know what I'm saying, you guys, and remind us that we're just this little pebble kind of floating around out there, right? Muy bien. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Seniors, this is how you're going to finish your year. Okay, so escuchen. Hoy es jueves, el 7 de mayo. Vamos a empezar un cuento del primer día en la universidad, right? So this is for you seniors. If you're thinking about going off to some other kind of school once you graduate, this is kind of meant for you, right? ¿Por qué? To help us gauge our progress in Spanish and to act as a review of the school year. Okay, so we're going to start a story about our first day at university. Now, again, you don't have to necessarily go to university, but the idea is you've graduated from high school and you're moving on to something else, right? And so why are we doing this? To gauge our progress in Spanish, to kind of close out the year and act sort of as a review. Okay? All right. Preguntas, any questions? Are y'all ready to start? Sí o no? Give me a thumbs up. See? Okay, muy bien. So here's what we're going to do first. We are going to watch a video a couple of times, right? And so your job while you're watching the video is to try to match the words with the action that you see, okay? Because, there's not like a vocab list or something like that, right? So you're going to have to figure out what's the meaning, although there is some English there. You're going to figure out the meaning based on what you're seeing, okay? And then I'm going to ask you some questions about the story, what's going on in the story. So as you're watching, you kind of want to pay attention to emotions, places, just pay extra attention so you can answer some simple questions. And then we have the practice assignment that's attached to the video. Okay. All right. Everybody clear about what we're going to do? See or no? See? All right. Here we go. So you guys are going to need to listen and you're going to need to look, right? Okay, seniors, let me ask you a quick question. What school-related things do you have coming up next week? Do you know off the top of your head? Okay. No, you don't know. Okay. So you guys, I need for everybody, whatever you're doing, you need to stop what you're doing okay? Because like I said, this is sort of like a final. Yeah, like we didn't take a final exam, so this is kind of like a final, right? To see what your progress was in Spanish, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Make sure that you can hear. And like I said, make sure that you're looking to match the image with what's going on in the words, right? Okay, here we go. Let me make sure my volume is up. And I think so. Okay, here we go. Let's listen.
In this lesson, we will listen to one simple story in Spanish. It is perfect for all beginners. We will start by listening to the text with subtitles. Then we'll go through the parts of the text with translation. Finally, we will listen to the text again, without subtitles and without translation, and answer the questions.
Mi primer día en la universidad.
Okay, so I slowed it down. If y'all think it's too slow, I can adjust. So just let me know. Okay, so make sure you're listening and you're watching.
Me llamo Leila. Tengo 19 años. Hoy es un día importante. Es mi primer día en la universidad. Me despierto temprano. Me ducho y me visto. Llevo una camisa blanca y unos vaqueros. Desayuno algo ligero.
Arshad, you watching? Brooklyn?
Me tiemblan un poco las manos. Me siento nerviosa. Tomo el autobús hacia el campus. La universidad es grande. Hay tanta gente. Todos caminan rápido. Me siento confundida. Miro mi horario. Mi primera clase es en el aula 207. No sé dónde está. Camino por todas partes, a la izquierda y a la derecha, pero no puedo encontrarla. Me detengo y miro alrededor. Entonces escucho una voz. ¿Estás perdida también? Me doy la vuelta y veo a una chica con el pelo rizado. Ella sonríe. Me río y digo, sí, aula 207. Ella me muestra su horario, la misma aula. Caminamos juntas. Se llama Sofía. Ella también es una estudiante nueva. Finalmente encontramos el aula. Nos sentamos una al lado de la otra. El profesor entra y empieza la clase. Pero entonces sucede algo extraño. Él dice, bienvenidos a Física Avanzada. Espera, ¿qué? Sofía y yo nos miramos. Esta no es nuestra clase. Susurro. Estamos en el aula equivocada. Nos levantamos en silencio y salimos. Tratamos de no reírnos. Afuera revisamos otra vez. Nuestra clase es en el aula 217, no en la 207. Corremos al aula correcta. Llegamos un poco tarde, pero el profesor es amable. Nos sentamos y respiramos. Después de la clase, Sofía dice, bueno, al menos nos hemos perdido juntas. Sonrío. Este es el mejor primer día de todos. Digo, vamos a la cafetería y tomamos chocolate caliente. Ahora me siento feliz. No estoy sola. Tengo una nueva amiga.
Now let's listen.
Okay, I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, did you catch what is the horario? Did you catch that word? Horario. They compare horarios when the two girls meet. What do you think is an horario? What's your guess based on the image? If you caught it, I'll put it in the chat. The word was horario. Very good, Brooklyn. The class schedule. So they both look at each other and like, oh, what's your schedule? What's my schedule? Yeah, horario. Remember, horas are hours of the day. So horario is like your schedule. Okay. Did you catch what the word aula was? And I'll put it in the chat so you guys can see. Did you happen to catch what was the word aula? They talked about el aula 207. Aula 217. What was the aula? Did you catch that one? Anybody? So aula is another word for classroom. Classroom. Okay. The actual room. It's generally for high school or college, right? Aula. Okay. The actual room. Okay. All right. Did you catch what the word like sonríe, sonría? You saw that a couple of times. Sonríe, sonría. Did you catch that one? Said like Sophia sonríe. Did you catch that one? What you think they were talking about? So this is an example of how you have to kind of pay attention to the characters' facial expressions. Sonríe is to smile. Okay. To smile, to laugh, to giggle, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Sonríe is like to smile or giggle, right? We had the verb perder, right? So they said they were perdidos, perdidos. This kind of talks to about what's going on in the whole story. Did you catch the word perdido? Perdido. Anyone? So perdido is lost. Lost. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to boost the speed just a smidge, and we're going to listen to the story with the translation on the bottom. So this is really good now for you to try to match the word that you hear with whatever's happening in the story and their facial expressions, etc. Okay, so here we go.
To the story with translation. Try to listen and repeat after the presenter.
Mi primer día en la universidad.
My first day at university.
Me llamo Leila.
My name is Layla.
Tengo 19 años.
I am 19 years old.
Hoy es un día importante.
Today is a big day.
Es mi primer día en la universidad.
It is my first day at university.
Me despierto temprano.
I wake up early.
Me ducho y me visto.
I have a shower and get dressed.
Llevo una camisa blanca y unos vaqueros.
I'm wearing a white shirt and jeans.
Desayuno algo ligero.
I eat a small breakfast.
Me tiemblan un poco las manos.
My hands shake a little.
Me siento nerviosa.
I feel nervous.
Tomo el autobús hacia el campus.
I take the bus to campus.
La universidad es grande.
The university is big.
Hay tanta gente.
There are so many people.
Todos caminan rápido.
Everyone walks fast.
Me siento confundida.
I feel confused.
Miro mi horario.
I look at my schedule.
Mi primera clase es en el aula 207.
My first class is in room 207.
No sé dónde está.
I don't know where that is.
Camino por todas partes.
I walk around.
A la izquierda y a la derecha.
Left and right.
Pero no puedo encontrarla.
But I can't find it.
Me detengo y miro alrededor.
I stop and look around.
Entonces escucho una voz.
Then I hear a voice.
¿Estás perdida también?
Are you lost too?
Me doy la vuelta
I turn
y veo a una chica con el pelo rizado.
and see a girl with curly hair.
Ella sonríe.
She smiles.
Me río y digo,
I laugh and say,
Sí, aula 207.
yes, room 207.
Ella me muestra su horario.
She shows me her schedule.
La misma aula.
Same room.
Caminamos juntas.
We walk together.
Se llama Sofía.
Her name is Sophia.
Ella también es una estudiante nueva.
She's also a new student.
Finalmente encontramos el aula.
We finally find the room.
Nos sentamos una al lado de la otra.
We sit next to each other.
El profesor entra y empieza la clase.
The teacher comes in and starts the lesson.
Pero entonces sucede algo extraño.
But then something strange happens.
Él dice,
He says,
bienvenidos a Física Avanzada.
welcome to advanced physics.
Espera, ¿qué?
Wait, what?
Sofía y yo nos miramos.
Sophia and I look at each other.
Esta no es nuestra clase.
This is not our class.
Susurro.
I whisper.
Estamos en el aula equivocada.
We are in the wrong room.
Nos levantamos en silencio y salimos.
We quietly stand up and walk out.
Tratamos de no reírnos.
We try not to laugh.
Afuera revisamos otra vez.
Outside, we check again.
Nuestra clase es en el aula 217.
Our class is room 217,
No en la 207.
not 207.
Corremos al aula correcta.
We run to the right room.
Llegamos un poco tarde.
We are a little late.
pero el profesor es amable.
But the teacher is kind.
Nos sentamos y respiramos.
We sit down and breathe.
Después de la clase, Sofía dice,
After class, Sophia says,
bueno, al menos nos hemos perdido juntas.
well, at least we got lost together.
Sonrío.
I smile.
Este es el mejor primer día de todos, digo.
This is the best first day ever, I say.
Vamos a la cafetería.
We go to the cafe
Y tomamos chocolate caliente.
and drink hot chocolate.
Ahora me siento feliz.
Now I feel happy.
No estoy sola.
I am not alone.
Tengo una nueva amiga.
I have a new friend. Finally, we will.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. That was long, but that's kind of part of learning a language, right? Where you hear it multiple times, you listen, you look, okay? So I'm gonna pull up some images and ask you guys some questions. They're true false questions. All you gotta do is tell me T and for true and F for false. Let's see how much we understood, and then I'm gonna let you guys have some work time, okay? All right. We'll go over the instructions, et cetera, et cetera. Let me get to where I need to be. Okay. No. Okay, so true, false, clase. Las chicas, las estudiantes, están en la universidad. ¿Sí o no? Give me a true, give me a false, a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Las estudiantes están en la universidad. You can just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever works better for you. In fact, I'll change my background. Okay. Sí, muy bien. Están en la universidad. Okay. Y clase como, look up behind me up here, como is how. ¿Cómo llegan? ¿Cómo van a la universidad? Do you remember? ¿Cómo van? What am I asking you? ¿Van a la universidad en el coche? ¿En un autobús? ¿A pie? ¿Cómo van? ¿Cómo van a la universidad, clase? How did they go to the university? ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo van? You can answer in English. It's fine. Yeah, good job, Brooklyn. Y'all can answer in English. Muy bien, Malaysia. See? Arshad, Jamarian. ¿Cómo van a la universidad? Do you remember? Okay. An autobus, right? An autobus by bus. Okay. All right. Can y'all see my new image? Yeah. All right. Do you remember? Let's see. ¿Cómo se llama la chica? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Se llama Sofía? ¿Se llama Leila? ¿Cómo se llama la chica, la muchacha? ¿Se llama Sofía o se llama Leila? ¿Cómo se llama? You remember? Pop it in the chat. Again, you can respond in English. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Se llama Leila o se llama Sofía? Sofía. Muy bien. La chica se llama Sofía. Okay. La otra chica, the other bell, right? Se llama Leila. Okay. All right. Muy bien. True or false? ¿Sí o no? Las chicas van en la cafetería. Las chicas van en la cafetería. True or false? What do you say? Okay. Arshad? Jamarian? Las chicas van en la cafetería. Brooklyn, what do you say? Van en la cafetería? Sí o no? Sí, they do. They go to the cafe, right? Okay, clase. Las chicas toman chocolate caliente, ¿sí o no? Las chicas toman chocolate caliente, ¿sí o no? ¿Sí o no? What do y'all say? Yes or no? ¿Toman chocolate caliente, sí o no? Do they have hot chocolate? Chocolate caliente. Do they have hot chocolate? Toman. Sí, toman chocolate caliente. Muy bien. Okay. So they go to class, right? And they say, llegan tarde. Llegan tarde a la clase. What do you think that means? Tarde. Llegan tarde en la clase. Yeah, they were tardy. Okay, muy bien. So, sí o no, las estudiantes llegan tarde a la aula de la clase, llegan tarde a la aula, sí o no. Llegan tarde a la clase, en la aula, sí o no. La aula classroom. Sí, llegan tarde. Llegan tarde. Okay. All right, one last question. Well, two more questions. Las chicas están tristes o nerviosas. Las chicas están tristes o nerviosas. What do you think? You got a 50-50 chance of being right. Tristes o nerviosas. Las chicas están tristes o nerviosas. Es el primer día de universidad, right? Sí, están nerviosas. They're nervous, clase, right? Porque es el primer día de universidad, right? It's their first day, el primer día de universidad y están nerviosas, sí. Los profesores, clase, los profesores. Okay, think of them. There were two of them in the story. Los profesores. Están or son antipáticos o amables. How are they described? Antipáticos o amables. Los profesores, clase, take a look at my image. Son amables o antipáticos? What do you think? Amables o antipáticos? What is amable? Amable or antipático? What's your guesses? Jermaine, do you remember that word from last year, Arshad? Antipático? No? Amable? What do you think? We've had that one too. Amable? Amable, nice, you guys. Nice. Antipático, not nice. Okay? Not likable. So, clase, ¿los profesores son amables o antipáticos? You remember seeing what word, the word they used in the story? Sí, son amables. They're likable people. They were nice people. Okay. All right. Bueno. Okay. So let's go. You all need to like, give me a second and then meet me in Canvas. Give me 1 second. Okay. And go ahead and refresh your screen. I'm going to have to do mine too because mine went idle, whatever. So go ahead and refresh your screen. Okay. And then, you know, we got to scroll way, way down to the bottom, if mine will let me. Oh, I dislike much when it jumps and won't respond to me. Okay. So way down at the bottom, you should see something called a listening story video. Everybody there? Let me know if you're there. So let me show you. This is me, which means this is what we have coming up, okay, to finish our year with. Once we do this activity from today, you guys will have a Nearpod and a recording exercise, and that'll be how we finish the school year. So for today, let's click on the listening comprehension, because I want us to make sure that we go over the instructions together. Okay, are you there, Marlasia? Jomarian? I want to make sure that y'all understand the instructions, okay? And give you an opportunity to start on this today. All righty, so how to complete this? Well, we've watched the video, okay? And so, and it is posted in Canvas. So if you need to open it in another tab to help you answer the questions, you can do that, okay? You can respond to the questions in either English or Spanish unless it says otherwise, okay? Unless the instructions for a certain section states otherwise, then you need to answer based on that, okay? Now, however you do it, no use of online resources are acceptable, no AI, no copy pasting, whatever. This is your opportunity, you guys, to work through something that shows me the skill. It's not an expectation. Listen carefully, because this is an important distinction. It is not about whether you memorize the word or not or whatever. It's about a skill. It's about recognizing cognates. It's about realizing the root of a verb. Okay. It's about putting all of those skills that we've practiced together to understand a story. Okay. So you're going to click on the annotation. There is a video link here that you can also click on. Read through each question below. Watch and listen to the attached video as often as you need. You can use the CC in English. Respond to each question by restating the question in your response, and be careful of the verb tense. Is it present tense? Is it preterite past? Is it imperfect past? Okay, you need to be careful, because remember, in stories, it's generally imperfect past. Okay. All right, everybody with me, give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to help y'all be successful. So now's the time to pay attention and to ask questions. Okay. So you see here it says answer in Spanish, right? Use short sentences. ¿Cómo se llamaba el estudiante? So how would I answer this? You guys, I would say I'm restating, remember, the question in my answer. So look what I would do. I would get rid of the question word. Remember, we practiced that a long time ago. Se llamaba Sophia. Wasn't that her name? No, Layla, the original girl, Layla, right? Okay, so you see what I did? I got rid of the question word and I used the verb. So you can see what I'm trying to get at here with regards to locating the verb. Okay, the skill of locating the verb. Okay, so you're going to work your way through based on the story, So this is kind of, like I said, it's not a final, but it is a final in the sense that you're showing me what skills you have learned. Okay. All right. Any questions? This obviously you can see that the questions are translated for you in English, so there shouldn't be a problem there in terms of understanding what the questions are asking. I would ask you guys, we have roughly a half an hour left of class. Let's work on it together so I can help you. Okay, that's what I'm here for. And I'm happy to help. All right, any questions about what we're doing? Okay, we do have, like I said, a Nearpod and then another activity to finish the year with. So we want to make sure that we get as much of this done today and in class as possible. Marlacia and Joe Marion, you guys start your finals next week, right? I don't know what finals y'all have coming up in your other classes, but I am going to help you, right? Get as much work done during our class period as possible so that you guys don't feel so overwhelmed finishing up the school year. Same with you seniors, okay? So please use your time that I give you. Jamarian? Okay, Arshad, are you working, Arshad? We really need to get this done, my friend. Marlisha, how are you doing? You okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It would be early or like late, I think was the choice of the choice, wasn't it, Brooklyn? Was it early or late or in the morning? Temprano, was that the word or was that for her breakfast? It wasn't a specific hour. I think it was just like early. Anybody else catch that? Did the video say what time she got to the university? It didn't say what time, but like, did they say early or on time or late? Alicia, did you happen to catch that one? Jamarian or Shad says she woke up early. Right. It didn't say that when she got to the university, right? On time. I don't think so either. If you guys don't see that specific, because I don't remember it either, you can skip that question. That's fine. Unless you want to just make something up. Thanks for pointing that out, Brooke. Sola, or yeah, so, since she's a female, Sola, Sola, Sola. And then together was junta, junto, or juntos, or juntas, since they're girls. Hey, how we doing, you guys? Yes, Brooklyn. Yay, Brooklyn. Just in time, too. It's 9:40. Okay, you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Get as much done as you can. Monday, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Okay, seniors. Dos más, 2 more, right? Wow, wow, for Spanish anyway. Okay, so enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Most importantly, you guys. Adios.